You ever wonder who's really in charge of our country? I mean, is it the president? Is it Congress? Well, it seems the current administration is giving more and more power to a group of people called czars.
The show has been such a hit that all of you guys now want to come and tape one in my house. ABC is planning a series called Dancing with the Czars.
Well, Mr. President, that soundbite gave us an idea for a game. These so-called experts appointed by you, Mr. President, most of them with no congressional approval, have the power to make decisions that affect us, and they get to do it without reporting to anybody. Not the Senate, not the media, just the President. And there are now 32 of these czars, 3 more waiting in the wings. But I wonder, who are they? And are they really qualified? Well, to find out, we're going to have a little game called Dancing with the Czars.
Dancing with the Czars.
We are going to do this. We're going to pick some members of our studio audience, and then we're going to show them pictures of some of the czars, give them some clues, and ask them if they know what they're in charge of. If the contestant guesses what the czar does, let me show you what we're going to give them. Here it is, a nice $100 bill. How about that? So, audience, are you ready to play Dancing with the Czars? Good. Who wants to play? Let me ask. Who wants to play? All right, you do? You come on down. And you want to play? All right, you want to play? And you want to play. Now, here's how we're going to play. I'm going to first show you a picture. By the way, would you like to hold a $100 bill?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a lot of those?
No.
Would you like to have one?
Yeah.
Give it back. You only get it if you get the question right, okay?
Okay.
All right, first of all, let me show you a picture. All right, look at the screen right over here. Do you know who that guy is? You don't know who he is? Okay. Let me first of all give you a clue. All right, his name is Joshua Dubois. He is a czar. Now, you notice the shirt on that he's wearing, it says, God Hope. He doesn't look like he's got much, does he? All right, if we tell you his name, does that help you? For $100, what does he do? What's he the czar of? All right, let me give you another clue. Here's one. He left Princeton Law School to work for President Obama as a Senate aide. Does that help you?
A little.
All right. So what does he do? I'm really trying to help you here. Let me give you one more clue.
Okay.
The other clue is that he's a Pentecostal minister. Does that help at all?
A little.
I'm afraid we're going to hear the buzzer. Yeah, I knew we would hear it. I'm glad I kept the $100. Okay, here's what he does. He is the faith-based czar in charge of helping faith-based and secular groups by providing social services and job trainings. Do you have any idea we had a czar for that?
Oh, I heard something.
Yeah. Faith-based czar. I think what he's doing, he's praying that we don't find out how many czars we have and how much they're costing America. Okay, thank you very much for playing with us today. All right, I'll let you go back. All right, and what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, I want you to do what you can to see if you can win this $100 bill. You like holding that?
Yeah.
You know what the government would do if they had it?
Spend it.
Take it away from you. That's what they do best. Here's a picture. Look there on that screen right there. Do you know this guy?
He looks familiar.
You know his name?
No.
Give the name. Let's see. There he is. That's Edward Montgomery. Now, what's he the czar of? Let's give you a clue. Let's give you some help. He's a czar. He was the dean of College of Behavioral and Social Sciences at the University of Maryland. Does that help you know what he does for you? You're paying for him. What does he do for you?
I'm sure he does a lot.
Let's give you another clue. I'm going to make this easy. I want you, Ashley, to have $100. He once served at the U.S. Department of Labor under the Clinton administration. Does that clear it up for you? What's he a czar of?
Doesn't seem to come any clearer.
All right. I think I'm hearing a buzzer. Oh! Ashley, I'm so sorry. He is the auto recovery czar.
Oh.
He's in charge of supporting workers in communities that rely on the auto industry. By the way, it's interesting that on his resume it says he doesn't know anything about cars.
Oh.
So he's in charge of making sure the car industry comes back. Are you okay with that?
Well, I'm glad it's in a safe hand.
Yes, as is this $100, Ashley. I get to keep it. Give her a big hand. Thank you. And what's your name?
Jim Randolph.
Hey, Jim, good to have you here. Now, so far, 2 losers. Sad. I'm going to let you hold a $100 bill, too.
All right, sir.
So far, I'm not having to worry about giving it away. Jim, I think you better give that back. Jim, you work for the government?
No, sir.
You sure grabbed that $100 like you did. Okay, look at the picture here and tell me if you know who this is. Does that person look familiar?
She does not.
Okay, her name is Carol Browner.
Okay.
All right, and let me give you a clue. I'm going to make this easy. Until recently, she was listed as a leader of a group called Socialist International. I'm not kidding. Okay?
All right.
So what is she a czar of?
I believe she is a czar over the climate, I don't remember all of it, but climate, energy, that part of the organization. Keep going.
Okay, the second clue is on the last day of Clinton's, she was Clinton's EPA administrator and oversaw the destruction of some computer files. I don't know about that. So does, you said...
I think she's the environmental czar.
You know what, Jim? You get to keep that $100.
Thank you.
How about that? Wait, don't go away just yet. That's pretty good. Thank you. Now, there's 31 others like Carol Browner. How many of those do you think you might have known?
Probably maybe 0.
You know, it's interesting. And what I want to say, by the way, to Ashley and also our other friend, we're going to give you consolation prizes. You're going to get a signed copy of my book, Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing is to tell your government not to have so many czars that don't know what in the world they're doing without congressional oversight. And that's really the point of the game. It's not just to play the game. But the fact is, most folks here and most people across America watching our show wouldn't know who these 32 people are. They're some of the most powerful people in the entire United States. And that's what we want to make sure you understand. Nobody elected them. They're not accountable to anybody, and that's pretty scary.